Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into a psychological survival guide built specifically for you, the digital creator. If you've ever stared at a screen, just agonizingly waiting for the numbers to go up, this is absolutely for you. We're going to look at the creator journey through the lens of extreme isolation challenges, like being trapped in a stark white room for 100 days, and we're going to extract the ultimate blueprint for building long-term success. Get ready, because this is going to fundamentally change how you view the daily grind. What if you're only one video away from changing everything? I mean, really think about that. One video, one opportunity, one massive breakthrough. The problem is, nobody knows which one it will be. It could be tomorrow, it could be next year. That uncertainty, that is the immense psychological weight every creator has to carry. Picture this, day 44. Today started like every other day. I opened my laptop, checked my channel, and the numbers looked exactly the same. This is the raw, visceral reality of the quiet phase. It's an incredibly isolating feeling. You are putting in the work, you're pouring your soul into your content, and the world is responding with absolute crushing silence. It feels like you're completely alone in a room, just shouting into the void. No explosion of views, no sudden success. Honestly, for a moment, I felt completely frustrated. But then I remembered something absolutely crucial. Every successful creator has a story about the video that changed everything. But before that video, there were hundreds that literally nobody watched. That's the part people never talk about. The boring days, the quiet days, the days when it feels like absolutely nothing is happening. But those days, that is exactly where success is built. Because every upload teaches something, every mistake teaches something, every single day adds another brick to your foundation. Okay, let's dive into what this actually looks like. Think about MrBeast's 100-Day Cube Challenge, where contestants like Bailey and Susie were trapped in a blindingly white room, or Ryan Trahan spending 100 days totally isolated in the metaverse. Now compare that mental endurance test to a creator's first 100 uploads. The white walls of that cube, that's the deafening silence of the algorithm. The paranoia and the doubt, that's exactly what you feel staring at a dashboard with 0 views. It's a mental gauntlet. And there's a very specific timeline to this endurance test. Day 1, that's pure excitement. You're pumped. But right around day 44, you hit a psychological wall, hard. In MrBeast's Cube, this was the phase where the boredom got so intensely agonizing that Bailey literally started whipping pieces of pork at the wall just to feel something. In the metaverse, this is when Ryan started losing his grip on reality. And for you, as a creator, this is when the urge to just quit and walk away is screaming at you. You're halfway there, but the finish line is completely invisible. So let's get into section 1, building the foundation and surviving those quiet days. How do you actually survive when the algorithm is giving you absolutely nothing? Well, you need a practical survival blueprint. To build this, we're going to use a brilliant framework from self-made millionaire Mark Tilbury. Because listen, it's not about luck. It's about strategically building high-income skills while nobody is watching. There are 3 actionable steps you must take to stop staring at the white walls and start scaling a digital business. Step 1, consume. Step 2, apply. Step 3, educate. If you follow these 3 steps, the silence of your early days becomes your greatest asset. Let's break down step 1, consume. Your first mission is to identify a high-income skill. We're talking about a specialized ability like video editing, coding, or high-ticket sales that lets you break free from the traditional 9-to-5 grind. As Tilbury perfectly explains it, consuming knowledge is kind of like gathering resources in Minecraft. You can't build a house without punching some trees first, right? You need to extract key information from experts, read the books, and dive deep into Discord communities to figure out what struggles people are actually facing out there. Which brings us to section 2, the application phase, or earning the right to scale. Because here's the thing, consuming isn't enough. You can't just hoard a bunch of Minecraft blocks in your inventory. You actually have to build the house. Step 2 means applying all that knowledge in the real world. You've got to test it, fail, and repeat the cycle. And to do that, you absolutely must give yourself permission to fail safely. Think about it. Mark Zuckerberg didn't build Facebook perfectly on his first try. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter. Beyoncé recorded hundreds of songs before a smash hit. The absolute greatest successes come from having the freedom to just mess up. So those 0-view videos, that's your safe space. That's your permission to fail. So the really crucial point here is that the math of success is actually super simple. To hit a life-changing $10,000 per month income with your new high-income skill, you really don't need millions of views. You only need 5 clients paying you $2,000 a month, or 10 clients paying you $1,000. That's it. That is your literal escape hatch from the 9 to 5 grind. But word of warning, eventually you are going to hit a wall thanks to the law of diminishing returns. When you first learn a skill, you get these massive newbie gains. It's high impact. But once you reach expert status, the impact you get per hour drops significantly. You essentially hit a ceiling on your hourly value. So to survive and grow, you must scale. You have to stop trading your time for money by building systems and delegating tasks to other people, like hiring a text editor or someone to do your timestamps. Now let's move to section 3, avoiding the quitter's trap. This is your split or steal moment. By this point, you've been grinding. You're exhausted. You're in that deep fatigue phase where the temptation to quit is absolutely at its strongest. Your mind is going to play tricks on you, practically begging you to take the easy way out. You're faced with a brutal choice. Quitting offers immediate relief, sure, but it guarantees long-term regret. Enduring requires agonizing patience, but it leads to ultimate freedom. Remember Mr. Beast's challenge? He tempted the trapped contestants with a $50,000 buyout. Later, he even dangled 2 free Teslas just to get them to walk out the door early. They had to refuse those massive temptations to reach the end. As a creator, your urge to quit will be just as strong. You have to endure. And if you do endure, you reach section 4, the final step, which is educate. It's time to monetize your escape. Once you've survived those quiet days, mastered your high-income skill, and started scaling, the most scalable path in the world is to turn your survival story into an educational business. To do this effectively, you can use Tilbury's impact principle to craft your content. You want to inspire your audience, have a clear message, give practical advice, be authentic about your own early struggles, build connection, and use timing to ride relevant trends. This framework shows you exactly how to craft engaging content that resonates with the exact struggles you faced way back on day 44. People desperately want to learn from someone who just survived the very thing they are currently going through. And here's a crazy fact. The numbers you need to achieve total freedom here are incredibly low. Just 100. Securing just 100 loyal fans who buy a $100 educational product from you creates a $10,000 per month predictable recurring revenue stream. You only have to build that product once, and you can sell it indefinitely. This is exactly how you completely buy back your ultimate freedom. Which brings us to section 5, the journey to $500,000. Your vault awaits. Let's bring this whole allegory full circle. We are contrasting the absolute maddening isolation of zero views and silent algorithms with the massive, life-changing rewards waiting for you at the finish line. In Mr. Beast's Isolation Challenge, the grand prize was a massive vault containing $500,000. That vault is the ultimate symbol of what happens when you survive the mental breakdown of the 100-day gauntlet, when you refuse to press the quit button, when you refuse to take the easy way out. The compounding rewards of your high-income skills and your educational content are just waiting there to be unlocked. So let's revisit where we started, day 44. Instead of focusing on what I hadn't achieved yet, I focused on what I had already done. 44 days of consistency, 44 days of learning, 44 days of refusing to quit. And you know what? That is a milestone most people simply never reach. When you reframe those quiet days not as a punishment, but as a filter that actively removes your competition, everything changes. Maybe tomorrow changes everything. Or maybe it doesn't. Either way, I'll be back creating. Because the only way to guarantee failure is to stop. Whether the algorithm finally picks you up tomorrow or next year, the journey of building your foundation absolutely must continue. Day 44 complete. 56 days left. The journey to $500,000 continues. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought today. If your very next upload was the exact key to unlocking your $500,000 vault, would you really quit today? Keep building, keep applying, and I'll see you at the finish line.